This is an introduction to SuperSCADA's powerful reporting facility. It lets you report on weighments, material movements, batch movements, errors, and so on. The system logs every material movement, and this lets you look at whatever information you're interested in. So to get it, to go to the Home menu, click on Inventory, then along the top here, Reporting, and SS Move Detail. Now, as a default, it displays on batching lines. That means products being made, production, as in batches, and for the current month. Now, I'll show you how you can change those in a moment. So the information along the top here, if you want to order it in any particular way, if you click on the top, you can order it. But I've just ordered this now from the start date back down earlier. And if you click on this right symbol here, this is the field chooser, so click on that, and this is all the information you can display on with production and so on. So if you want to select another one of these, you click on, say, cycle time. Up comes the cycle time in seconds down here, and if you want to remove one, you just click on it again and it just removes. So first of all, let me show you how you can output whatever you're interested in. So if I'm interested in just say these batches here, then I've got 4 selected, and if I go to Actions, Export, I can export it in 2 ways. One is in Excel format and one is in CSV format. And this is the information here that I've chosen to export. If I want to have something else, then I can say, just click on it here, for instance, this one here, difference in quantity and percentage, adds it onto the end here, and then export, and it exports it to a file. This shows my latest downloads here, so click on that. It automatically comes up and says Excel, and this is all the information got here. This was the field I added later on with the difference in quantity and percent. If I'm interested in the CSV file, click on that, export, then I click on the downloaded file, and this is it in CSV file with the titles along the top. If I want to go and select export all the information, I click on the top little thing here, which selects all the lines that I've gone, in which case, in my case, I've got 56 lines here. Now, let me talk about filters. This down arrow here comes up with some information about filters, groups, and favorites. So filters, first of all, I'm interested in the batching lines, but you can see I can have intakes, transfers, packing, and so on. Production or consumption. Now, production in batches and consumption's individual raw material additions, and then a time period. So if I'm, for instance, I'm interested in raw material, individual raw materials and not finished products, then the information is, you see below here, is come up with individual weighments, and then I can look at different start and end dates if I want. So I can put in, for instance, the start date of, say, June 25, and not in the current month, and it displays certain weighments. Now, what I can do is, if I just click up here, this is all the information I'm interested in. Now, if I'm interested in some other filters, I've got a custom filter here. So match any of the following rules. So here's the idea. Click on this. Just say the difference. So we're talking about now raw material, the expected amount versus the actual amount. So if the difference is greater than, say, 3 kilos, and then I can add, press this plus button here, and then it says here match any of the following rules. So if the difference is greater than 3 kilos, or the difference is less than minus 3 kilos, you can add the new rule now, and this comes up with all the lines where the weighment is more than 3 kilos out. What I can then do, say for instance, this is maze cut up, so FD4. So just say for instance I'm more interested in these overweighments on FD4. I can then go back to here, say add a custom filter, and now what I'm interested in doing is looking at the feeder. So we scroll down here for the feeder. Here we are, feeder. If the feeder is in FD4, and then add the new rule. Now these are the only two weighments on FD4 which have been more than 3 kilos out. So if I want to then get rid of that, I just remove that by clicking on the X up here. That puts it just back to the main weighments. And if I click on the X for this looks after now all of the individual raw material weighments in June 25. Now what you can do is you can also group them by things. So if I group by components, that's the raw material. So now it shows you, clicked on that by mistake. So this shows you the individual raw materials. So for instance, wheat bulk, I have 51 individuals. If I then click on that little right arrow, these are the individual weighments of wheat with all the information I'm interested in. And if I want to select them all, this just picks out the wheat. And then, as I showed you before, I can export it to CSV file. There's my file there. I'll open it up. And these are all of the wheat weighments in my selected time period. Now, finally, I'll just get rid of the selection. Now, finally, what I can do is, if I click on this down arrow here, favorites, I've got already stored a few favorites, so I can save my current search to whatever I'm interested in. Just say it's number 4, and it's shared, so anybody can use it. Save it, and here is my saved search of what I'm looking at there. So I hope this gives you a flavour of what you can do. It's a very powerful facility, and please contact us if there's something we can help with. Thank you very much.